So, this is going to be a rant. If you don't like my rants, fuck off. And this rant is brought to you by LifeSite News, because I go to it from time to time, and I do that to see what right-wing people are fucking talking about on their news sources. And so this piece that inspired this video was about the MCU and how there might be more LGBT characters coming in the MCU. And the author of this, Calvin Freiberger, he hems and haws about it and, says, well, acceptance of LGBT people is going down, and, that's because they went from being live and let live to attacking, religious conscience and privacy rights. And then he links to LifeSite News stories talking about these things because he's too much of a punk bitch to actually link to another fucking website outside his fucking echo chamber. And it's about the first link that he links to in this regard is about the stupid fucking Masterpiece Cake Shop shit, which I think recently got adjudicated, and the fucking Supreme Court sided with the fucking baker, if memory serves correctly, which is just fucking stupid as shit. And then it was a link to, I don't fucking remember. And then the last link was to a link about policies and laws that were being put in place to protect LGBT people, specifically the T in LGBT, from, mistreatment. And they should be able to, and it was basically letting them use the bathroom of their own, of their gender. And again, all three of these links were links to fucking LifeSite News because he's too much of a punk bitch to link to any outside source, even one that's fucking outside of just LifeSite News. Like, he can't even link to another conservative fucking website. He linked to 3 LifeSite News fucking stories, 2 of which are from fucking 2017, one of which is from 2018. But another thing is that they bring up the fact that, social justice comics got axed last year due to poor sales. And it doesn't address the fact, because it's talking about, like, retailers, like, stores, brick and mortar stores. We're getting fucking, like, you're killing our business with these fucking SJW fucking comics and shit like that. Which is dumb, because you shouldn't go with retailers, because retailers are going the way of fucking the dinosaurs. And plenty of people brought this up at the fucking time, that digital sales and online sales are more indicative of how things are going, and you shouldn't rely on retail sales because, again, like the news, and the papers and shit like that are migrating online, print media is dying. And it's a lot easier if you could just buy a comic and read it on your fucking phone or on your fucking laptop than having a fucking, having to lug a bunch of fucking comics around with you if you wanted to read a specific fucking comic. That's why things like Comixology exist, is because people don't want to fucking have to lug around all these fucking comics when they want to read a specific story. And, it's fast and easy. And you can, Comixology, you can get DC Comics, you can get Image Comics, you can get Marvel Comics. It's just easier, and it's cheaper because you can buy, like, passes with DC, Marvel, what have you. And I'll tell you a fucking story related to comic retailers. In the way, way, way back time of 2004 to 2007, as far as I remember, there was a comic shop in my town called Mint City Comics. It went out of business shortly after it went up. Their stock, the leftover stock, was bought by another fucking store that was like a candy store, but they decided to try and sell comic shit. That store went under. I think it was called In a Breeze. That store went under. And I think there was a third comic shop that tried to do that on like the same stretch of road. Because, these two shops were on the same fucking drag, like the main drag through this fucking city. And more recently, there was a place called the Dragon's Den. And it was a comic shop, but it was also like a game shop. It was trying to be a jack of all trades. And, it lasted like 2 years before it was either last year or early this year, it went out of fucking business. Because there wasn't a lot of traffic to the fucking store. It was out of the way, and again, people don't necessarily want to go to a fucking comic shop in this day and fucking age. Especially with younger customers, there's a growing amount of young customers in the comics business, and the only people who really want to go to those fucking places are old people, and they're phasing out of it. They're phasing out of going to comic shops and going to fucking buying shit off Amazon or whatever, or using Comixology, because it's easy just to have shit delivered to your fucking house instead of having to go out and fucking find a comic shop and to buy it. And it's just the fucking piece doesn't acknowledge that Marvel ignored digital and online sales, which is to Marvel's detriment. And so then I was reading the comments, and fucking this one person brought up Gambit saving an angel from a demon. An angel was capitalized. So Gambit and Angel are both X-Men, who are usually the stand-ins for minority groups, because that's just how the X-Men have kind of fucking been typecasted. So Gambit, if you don't know who Gambit is, he's been in the X-Men movies from Fox. More specifically, he was in X-Men Origins Wolverine, I want to say. And Gambit is basically a guy who can transfer energy to objects. He can do it with his staff. He can do it with his playing cards, which is his trademark thing. He would throw cards at you laced with energy. They would fucking explode and hurt you. And Angel is a mutant that can fly via wings. And they're not, like arm wings. They're like a set of... They're angel wings, basically. What you'd think an angel wings would be. They are, because he has arms, but he has free moving wings. And, his name, his alias in the X-Men is Angel. And when he was taken by Apocalypse and made a horseman, he was called Archangel. And I think he kept that name after Apocalypse got defeated. So I'm not up on the X-Men comics, but I'm sure there's more to that story of like Gambit saving Angel from a demon. Unless he actually means a fucking angel. But then they brought up what was it? I closed it because my computer, I was actually doing a video, like recording me responding to this shit, and the fucking camera froze at like 20 minutes. So it stopped recording. But the other thing that stuck out to me with the examples of comics is like then they brought up Nightcrawler, who's also an X-Men, who is blue, has 3 fingers and 3 toes, like a thumb, and he has like these things, but they're spaced out over an entire hand, and he has those same kind of feet. Kurt Wagner. And and they bring up, like, he is really religious. And it's like, yes. But he also, as far as the cartoon, and again, I haven't really read X-Men, but, you know, as far as the cartoon was, like, he was basically, people called him a devil as a kid, and I'm sure that fucked with him. You know, he looked like a devil, and, you know, he could teleport, and, you know, it smelled like brimstone. That's why people called him the devil and Nightcrawler and shit like that. And yes, he's Catholic, but he's also someone who's been treated like shit because of his appearance. And then the last person they brought up was fucking Ghost Rider. Now, Ghost Rider has had many hosts. You know, there's the Nick Cage, what's his face? I forgot that fucking character. Johnny Blaze, like, he was a Ghost Rider, and then they have the Ghost Rider that's a car, like their means of conveyance is a car, not a bike. So it's a whole fucking thing. He was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I do believe. Which I, you know, fuck Johnny Blaze. But, so, and it's like, Ghost Rider is fighting, you know, is taking back heaven from fucking, like, these fucking, from, like, Lucifer's second in command, and it's like, well, one, heaven actually fucking exists, but two, Ghost Rider isn't a fucking angel. He's a spirit of vengeance. He's meant to bring vengeance upon people. That's why one of his things is called the penance stare. He fucking stares at you and burns, like, if your sins are too great, you fucking die because your soul gets burned the fuck out. Not a great fucking character to put, you know. Also, the fucking Ghost Rider, as far as I remember, gets his powers from fucking Mephistopheles. He doesn't get it from fucking God. He gets it. That power is because he's a spirit of fucking vengeance. You know, you are possessed by a spirit of vengeance when you become a Ghost Rider. So it's not like Ghost Rider is this entity. It's an entity, but it takes over a human host to do its fucking job. That's why, you know, you can go from being normal Johnny Blaze to fucking, you know, your face melts off into your fucking flaming skull. You know, and that's when your motorcycle becomes a flaming fucking motorcycle. But, you know, one of the recent fucking stories with Ghost Rider is Frank fucking Castle, the fucking Punisher. He is the Ghost Rider because he makes a deal with Mephistopheles or whatever the fuck the fucking person who you make a deal with to become Ghost Rider. He then goes and becomes a herald of fucking Galactus, and then becomes the right-hand man of fucking Thanos. He makes 3 deals with the fucking devil to get this fucking overwhelming power. So, yeah. Great fucking character. You know, the spirit of fucking vengeance. And then, okay, so let's talk about Frank Castle, right? Because nobody's ever brought up the fact that Frank Castle, anybody who's ever like, comics are fucking evil and like social justice and all this other shit. Fucking the Punisher is a fucking vigilante who kills fucking people. Let's just talk about some of the things that the Punisher has fucking done over the years, and people have never, the fucking religious right have never said shit about this. Okay, so not only does he kill innocent fucking civilians, mind you, you know, collateral damage doesn't fucking matter to him, but, you know, he tortures fucking people, but, you know, he goes after bad people, but that doesn't fucking absolve him from guilt of, like, doing evil shit. You know, I'm pretty sure the penance stare didn't work on him because he doesn't feel any fucking guilt. Like, he's a fucking sociopath. But, okay. So, keep in mind, these are bad people. One of the things he's done over the years is he fucking... So Frank Castle's family got murdered by the mob, blah, 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 blah. If you've seen the fucking movies, you get this shit ad nauseum. And the fucking Netflix series, which I haven't seen yet. But, anyway. This guy pisses on the grave of Frank Castle's family. Obviously, that pisses off Frank Castle. Which it would infuriate, it fucking make anybody feel anger if someone decided to piss on their fucking family's grave. He takes the guy, puts him in a trunk, and takes him in the middle of the fucking woods and gut shots him. So he slowly dies a painful death. Yeah. Nobody fucking said shit about that. Let's see. Then there's the fucking thing where he took some Serbian fuck. I never read this. But he apparently took a Serbian, like, a shitty Serbian, like, general who killed, people. He basically took someone who did the awful shit in, Serbia. Like, the people who just, like, wiped out fucking people. People like, the people like the dude who fucking poisoned himself when he was, on trial at the fucking Hague. The motherfucker like that. Someone's like, you can't torture that. You can't torture a Serbian, especially someone like him, because it's not going to affect him. So Frank, and again, the dude's a fucking bad dude. The dude deserves to fucking, have the worst things happen to him. But Frank Castle fucking knocks the dude out, cuts his stomach open, cauterizes the wounds, and then drags the fucking dude's intestines out in front of the dude. And I think, like, nails them to the wall around him. And he does that to fucking torture dude to get some fucking bit of information. But nobody says shit about that. Let's talk about the fucking paladin. Let's talk about all the fucking mercenaries. And nobody talks about fucking Deadpool. The fucking conservatives never talk about Deadpool. I'm sure maybe the movies they were pissed off about. But, like, Deadpool as a fucking character is a fucking unrepentant psychopath. No, like, conservatives never fucking talk about Deadpool and how he is fucking morally flexible to an unheard of state. Nobody fucking says anything about him. Maybe with the fucking movies, people have actually criticized it. But, Deadpool has been around a lot longer than the fucking movies. Taskmaster. Fucking. Also, the fucking piece is like, they've never really broached any SJW content in the movies. It's like, well, one, that's not fucking true, because Captain America, the first Avenger, has Captain America shooting and possibly killing Nazis. Which is a fucking... The alt-right probably are, so Captain America's great. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so that's not fucking true. Because, punching Nazis is considered an SJW thing to fucking do. He was an Antifa in those instances. But, okay, so Captain America, very SJW thing. He wasn't, as far as I know, he wasn't jingoistic in the movies. He could have been jingoistic. I don't know. He didn't come off as jingoistic in the movies, as far as I remember. Then there's the very anti-war profiteering message of fucking of Iron Man. Like, fucking the entire first Iron Man movie is very, very anti-selling guns to terrorists, which the U.S. government has done in the past, by the way. Granted, it comes that, people have to die before Tony Stark realizes that, guns were getting into the hands of terrorists. But, he stops that shit pretty fucking sharpish. And kills a bunch of people, too. Which is a whole fucking other thing. Let's see. Including Rhodey could be seen as SJW. Fucking... Because Rhodey's black. And people might see that as SJW. People had a fucking shit fit over Black Panther having a majority black fucking cast. Even though it was set in fucking, Africa for most of the movie. And, fucking, all of Killmonger's speeches are very SJW-y if you fucking listen to them. And I honestly, I can't wait for LGBT characters to be more, to be, even more people of color movies. It was said that once Captain Marvel comes out with Brie Larson, they're gonna start doing a Kamala Khan movie, who's Miss Marvel, which I'm up for that. As long as they get, someone who resembles fucking Kamala Khan to play fucking Kamala Khan. And they don't try and whitewash the shit out of it. Because Kamala Khan's comics are very cool, because it shows, it shows a glimpse of life that people wouldn't necessarily know. Because Kamala Khan is a Muslim. She's a young Muslim girl who is keeping, she's a superhero. She's keeping it from her parents. It's a lot of dynamics are in play, which is great. I fucking honestly wish they had gone with Miles Morales for the Spider-Man movies and Spider-Man in the comics, but they fucking went with Peter Parker again, even though we've had 7 fucking movies almost at this point with fucking Peter Parker. It's like, move the fuck on. Like, please, just stop. Fucking stop with the cracker fucking characters. When you have better fucking characters. And the thing that really pisses me off about that too is that they basically rip off a character from Miles Morales to give to fucking Peter Parker, which aggravates the shit out of me. Like, the fat Asian dude, I'm pretty fucking sure he's a character from Miles Morales' Spider-Man. Because like he's his roommate, and like they could have done so much with Miles Morales as a character. They could have done it in fucking movies, and it would have separated the other fucking Spider-Man movies from the Spider-Man of this fucking universe, the MCU. But nope, not gonna fucking happen. I would love to have Falcon get his own movie. Falcon's awesome. Falcon, becomes Captain America. After Cap, it turns out that Cap is like a secret Hydra agent with some mystical bullshit, which and he's a very different Captain America to Steve Rogers as Captain America. It would have been an interesting thing. I fucking fuck Bucky. I like Bucky. I like the guy who plays Bucky, but fuck Bucky. Like, just please go the fuck away. Like, I even the after credits scene, even though it was funny in Black Panther, like the after credits scene with fucking Bucky waking up in a fucking hut, And, you know, they make reference to it earlier in the movie. It's like, oh, another white boy that I have to fix. And it's like they fix fucking Bucky. It's like, enough with fucking Bucky, please. Just please fuck off. But even the Thor movies and the Thor comics, like with the Warriors 3, like they're very SJW-y, you know, because they have fucking the cracker dude, they have the fucking Asian dude, and then they have fucking other people. I'm not a big Thor fan. And they get jobbed out in the beginning of fucking Ragnarok, basically. Not the beginning, but, you know, fucking it happens. And the movie's on Netflix, so I can't fucking spoil shit. The movie's been out for a fucking year or so. Fucking I love Heimdall. I could totally do with a Heimdall movie. Like, give me more of Heimdall. Give me some backstory of fucking Heimdall. Tell the fucking story of Heimdall before the modern Thor movies. I love Heimdall's fucking badass. And there's a lot to do with, like, he's super powerful. And he's fucking cool. Give me Heimdall. You know, give me more Heimdall. Give me more Valkyrie. Fuck fucking Thor and Loki. Give me fucking Valkyrie. Give me fucking, you know. Give me fucking, give me fucking Heimdall. Give me Valkyrie. Give me more Warriors 3. To be brutally fucking. Give me more Warriors 3. Because I fucking love them. Let's see, who else? I need to rewatch Guardians 1 and 2. But yeah, not my favorite movies. The Guardian, not my favorite characters, because they got really overblown and like overexposed, in my opinion. But yeah, like Kamala Khan, give Goliath a fucking. I think his name's Goliath. He's the dude in Civil War. I think his name's Goliath. He's the dude who gets fucking killed by like the Thor robot thing in Civil War. The comic book Civil War, not the movie Civil War. He's the dude, like he's the black dude who can grow up really tall, and he has a fight with fucking Giant Man, Hank Pym, specifically in the comics, and like he fucking dies, and is like, give him a fucking movie, and give Goliath a fucking movie, give fucking most fucking people a fucking movie, you know, just give more character. Like, fucking, I really want a Miles Morales, like, live-action movie. There's, like, the Spider-Verse thing, like, the weird claymation shit movie that they're making, which I'm gonna watch, but it looks weird to me, and it's kind of off-putting how weird it looks. But, you know, like, stop with the fucking Peter Parker shit. Give us fucking Miles Morales. Maybe that's in phase fucking 2. Or phase fucking 3, whatever phase they're fucking at right now. I'm focusing on Marvel, but like, give us a Cyborg movie. Why the fuck, like, the fucking DCEU is like predicated on Superman and fucking Batman. And you know, then there's like little characters sprinkled in with like Wonder Woman, who, when you think about the movie and the fact that she's, you know, Gal Gadot's kind of a bitch. She's very, as far as I know, she's very anti-Palestine, as far as I remember. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's a whole fucking thing. I honestly would love to see more of the Amazons. You know, those badass fucking female warriors. Give them another fucking movie. call it Themyscira. Give them an entire fucking movie to everybody. All of the fucking, like, give us the movie about the shit with fucking Ares back in the day. Don't do it like fucking flashbacks and shit. Do an actual movie about the Amazons fighting fucking Ares. Give us a fucking Black Green Lantern movie. And fucking give us Jon Stewart, please. I love Jon Stewart. He's fucking one of my favorite Green Lanterns. Him and Kyle Rayner are like my two favorite, and like Kyle Rayner is one of my favorites because he's a wisecracking dickhead, basically, and then he becomes like badass. And then Jon Stewart because he's just like, he was in fucking Justice League cartoon, and he was just like a no nonsense shit, and he had a great of like lines with fucking like all of the great lines he had in the fucking cartoon. And Simon fucking give us if you're not gonna give us Jon Stewart, give us Simon fucking Baz. Give Simon Baz his own fucking movie. And if you don't know who Simon Baz is, he is one of the co-Green Lanterns for the Earth sector. And basically, he was thrown in jail. It's kind of a shitty backstory, but basically, his brother, I think the story is his brother stole a car. And the car had a bomb in the back of it. And so Simon Baz got pulled over and then thrown in Guantanamo. And it's like, could have done it better. Like, Kamala Khan does that, introducing a Muslim character better. Or, like a person of color character better than fucking Simon Baz. But, maybe with a defter hand, with a screenplay, they could do a better fucking story. Who the fuck knows? Get fucking Ryan Coogler on this shit. Even though he's a Marvel fucking director, really. But get him fucking... I don't see why he can't work for fucking DC and Marvel. Fucking... Ryan Reynolds played fucking Green Lantern and then fucking played Deadpool. And that's a fucking actor. What about a director? Or get Jordan Peele. Get Jordan Peele to fucking direct a goddamn a Jon Stewart fucking movie. I think it'd be fucking very good because like Get Out was really punny and funny, and you could do a lot of fucking lines for fucking Jon Stewart Green Lantern. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just type in Green Lantern Hot Girl. And like the exchanges. Fucking Hot Girl. Hot Girl, even though I think she should be called fucking, Hawk Woman. Or I forgot what her fucking name is. Give her a fucking movie. That'd be fucking cool as shit. She's fucking awesome. Again, from the fucking cartoon. The comics, I don't fucking know. But give Montoya a fucking movie. Have her be the Question. Make a Question movie with Montoya. Fucking, there are so many better fucking... We're supposedly getting a Black Adam fucking movie. Don't know when the fuck that'll happen. They could do Duke. The hero that Batman tries to create. Fucking give him a fucking movie. Just don't let fucking Zack Snyder direct any more fucking movies in the DCEU, please. Don't fucking tell him to fuck off, because this shit is too grimdark. Especially with he's had characters that are kind of jokey and shit like that. But don't have fucking what's his face. The guy who punched up the script and did reshoots for fucking Batman v Superman. I don't remember his fucking name. Who else would I love to see a movie of in the DC or Marvel universe? I'd honestly love to see like a Black Adam movie that like actually had a guy who was like fucking Egyptian, because that's who Black Adam is. He's a fucking ancient Egyptian dude. He's literally from ancient Egypt, as far as I remember. And like I think his brother was like a crippled dude, and when he's in the fucking, it was a whole fucking thing. It's just look at Black Adam, and you'll see the sordid tales. I wish they would do more like a different fucking Superman. They could do Uberman or Ubermensch or whatever the fuck, like the Nazi fucking Superman. Yeah. That's, to me, like, they were trying to do fucking Injustice Superman in fucking Man of Steel. Just do fucking Injustice. Make an Injustice fucking movie. It'd be satisfying to see fucking Jared Leto get his fucking chest punched out by fucking by Superman, and then he gets his fucking face melted off. I think. After Joker fucking convinces, like, he poisons Superman to killing his wife and child, the whole fucking thing. Black Manta, I'm assuming he's gonna show up in the Aquaman movie that might not exist anymore because fucking BVS did so shitty, as far as I remember. And like Zack Snyder just shit canned the entire DCEU basically. Unless they do, I think they're going to be doing like a Flashpoint fucking movie to undo all of this silly shit. DC should have just done, instead of doing like the standard fucking hero movies, like, do the fucking weird offbeat fucking movies. Like, do a Thomas Wayne Batman, That would be a cool fucking movie. Come on, you fucking tell me nobody would want to watch Thomas Wayne, a dude with a gun, like a Batman with a gun, shooting motherfuckers? It's like, do a whole weird twist on the whole sad Batman story of, like, instead of Batman losing both his parents, Batman loses his wife and child? Do you tell me that wouldn't be fucking compelling? If done right. Do fucking Red Sun. Do fucking communist Superman. That'd be fucking interesting. They fucking... let's see. What are other some... Do fucking Damian Wayne Batman. Do Batman Beyond Batman. Which I think they teased in fucking... the last Nolan Batman movie. I think they fucking teased it. I never watched the fucking movie, so... seriously, do some of the weird, fucked up alternative universe shit in DC. If you want to be, don't try and compete one for one with fucking Marvel. Do the weird, fucked up, screwy shit in fucking DC. They need, for the Green Lantern movie, one, they shouldn't have made Ryan Reynolds Hal Jordan. They should have made him fucking Kyle Rayner. So they could have made him have, more jokey banter. Because that's basically what they went for anyway, but they named him Hal Jordan. If they're going to do Hal Jordan, you could, just do fucking... Have him be controlled by Parallax, and have the fucking, what the fuck is it? The weird hooded, like, there's a fucking thing, there's a comic called, like, The Trinity, like, Green Arrow, The Trinity, where it's, like, Hal Jordan, Parallax, and the Green Spirit or some shit like that. I forgot what the fuck it's called. And, like, they're all inhabiting his fucking brain, and he's having this weird internal fucking disaster piece fucking shit going on in his head. Because, like, he's dead, but he's in, like... It's a whole fucking thing. Do that fucking movie. Fucking... Or do the fucking original Green Lantern with the dude with the cape and the fucking blonde hair. Do that, motherfucker. Do that fucking movie. Go, Give us a fucking Endrigan fucking movie. Give us him. Although we kind of had him in Justice League Dark. Give us another Constantine fucking movie. Give us a give us a DCU fucking Constantine movie. Give us a Zatanna movie. I want to see a Dr. Fate fucking movie. Fucking Jesus Christ. Solomon Grundy would be cool. Give him a fucking movie. Do a better Suicide Squad movie. Fucking, just pick one of the fucking characters, have one of the shittier fucking characters get their head blown up, but fucking, make it kind of important. Make it an important character, not fucking Slipknot. It could have been fucking Croc. Nobody gives a fuck about Croc. Seriously, who gives a fuck about Croc? No fucking buddy. Have Killer Frost be part of the fucking movie. Kill her. Nobody gives a fuck about Killer Frost. Name me one fucking person who gives a fuck about Killer Frost. I hope they do. I hope they go fucking... Since, apparently Thanos killed half the population of the fucking whole universe, give us some fucking new takes on heroes. Just give us that. Don't just retcon the fuck out of it like Marvel Comics did. With other shit, Fucking. Anyway. Okay. Ta-ta, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed this fucking nerdy fucking rant. Ta-ta.